At the age of 4, I was diagnosed with a rare genetic eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa, which basically meant that I was going to go blind, and they didn't know when. Life after my diagnosis was filled with a lot of appointments back and forth to the doctors, but other than that, my life remained pretty normal. When you're living with retinitis pigmentosa, the first thing you lose is your ability to see in dim and dark light, so at one point I had to start using a cane at nighttime, but other than that, during the day, I was just like you guys. There was nothing different. However, there was one doctor's appointment that was different than the rest. And it was the appointment that I too realized that I was forever going to be different too. It was a Tuesday in October, and I was excited to be getting out of a grade 8 science test. I'm sorry if there's any science teachers in the room, it was never my thing. But I was less excited to be going to the doctors. I knew things had been changing. I couldn't tell the difference between blue, purple, or green anymore. I couldn't see the chalkboard in class, and my grades were starting to suffer because of it. I knew that I was hiding it from my friends, my family, my teachers, but I wasn't going to be able to hide it from my doctor. When we arrived at Sick Kids, I've been here so many times before, but the hall seemed particularly bright and sterile. And sitting in that waiting room with my mom on my left, my dad on my right, just waiting for that anonymous voice to come over the PA system, Molly Burke. The next thing I remember is my doctor walking in with her typical greeting. "How's my princess today?" She sounded so cheery. Maybe it's because she saw me sitting in that old examination chair with anxiety on my face, or maybe it's because she knew that what she held in her hands was forever going to change my life. She sat down, she opened the file containing the results of the battery of eye tests I had just been put through, and she sighed a little. "Molly, do you notice anything different about your vision lately?" And I didn't even know what to say. Because the results have come back showing that you've lost a lot of vision. My neck and my face started to get hot. I felt angry because I already knew that. And that's when she said something I'll never forget. "Sorry, but I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to see." Everything after that is just a blur.